For some reason, lacking grip strength just makes you feel like an inferior human being. Like you just have these little weak baby hands that don't make the cut. Like you would be that person that cuts a handshake short or your hand goes limp. Ugh. No. We want a strong grip to open the pickle jar, to move the weights, to insert the fear of God into people when we shake their hands. My name is Annie Miller, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist, and I help you learn as you train and enjoy your lifts again. Today, we do that by improving your grip strength. Possibly the #1 struggle that women have when they start lifting with us inside Built by Annie is their grip strength. We actually see the biggest struggle in our Premium 1 program, which is not even lifting heavy, but very high volume. The grip fatigue is real. I make that point simply because I think most people associate grip with high loads and your hands being the limiting factor when perhaps your legs can move more weight. That is true, but also you likely want to not only improve your overall grip strength, but also your endurance or your work capacity with your grip. Stick around for the end of the video because I do want to cover whether or not using lifting straps is a go or a no when it comes to strengthening your grip. Let's start off with where grip strength fails. You might notice that your grip is failing during pulling exercises. Most people associate grip strength with the deadlift, but we see grip fatigue in exercises like the RDLs, bent over rows, single arm dumbbell rows, even lat pull downs. Anytime you are literally having to grip an apparatus and likely pull it towards your body or pull your body towards the apparatus, we have potential for grip to be a limiting factor. And that's really what lacking grip strength is. It typically manifests in a way that the rest of your body is able to move the weight, but your hands and your forearms are giving out before the working muscles are giving out. AKA if you're deadlifting, your upper back, your glutes, your hamstrings, those are all strong enough to continue moving the weight, but you literally can't hold on to the bar. Or when you're doing lat pull downs, your lats and upper back muscles are strong enough to continue going or to move up in weight, but your grip is the limiting factor. We do see that this is more common in women just because on average we have biologically smaller hand sizes in comparison to our male counterparts, and most of the equipment in gyms is standard size for male hands. This is why the benefit of having a 15 kg bar is huge for women because where they take the weight off of the bar is in the diameter of the bar, which gives us a grip strength advantage. The good news is your grip strength can be improved and we can train it just like any other skill or muscle in the body. Why work on your grip strength? Strengthening your grip or improving work capacity has massive carryover for overall health and functionality in the gym. When we remove grip as a large limiting factor, exercises just become more comfortable and you are less distracted by your hands and ability to hang on to the bar or whatever the apparatus is. As I said, this is going to have a positive impact on literally any pulling exercise. I mention overall health because there is a positive correlation between overall grip strength, rather max grip strength, and life expectancy. Now, please don't take that out of context. If you just squeeze a stress ball for 3 hours a day, I don't think that it will directly improve your life expectancy. I would hypothesize that the things that come along with having a strong grip are likely correlated with other habits and practices or abilities that improve your overall quality of life. Being strong is rarely a disadvantage, but today the focus is strengthening your grip for the gym. I am going to go over different exercises that you can do and implement into your training in order to improve your grip strength and capacity, as well as where these might make sense within your training. Remember what I said, this is not fancy and it's not new. We train your grip just like we would any other area of the body. We train the skills and we shoot for progressive overload in either adding time, distance, and or weight. Exercises to strengthen your grip. Grip specific exercises include farmer carries, deadlift holds, bar hangs, and any grip or pulling exercise done with the addition of fat grips. First up is farmer carries. I want to give you some options with farmer carries specifically because I think that they are one of the best overall exercises from a bang for your buck standpoint. They're not only going to challenge your grip, but but also your pillar strength, which is your core strength. And don't be surprised if your heart rate gets up as well. Farmer carries, depending on the distance and intensity, can be sneaky cardio. I like to think of grip in two different sections. One is your fist strength, see your ability to actually squeeze something. And then the other is your finger strength. So think about rock climbers and their finger strength and ability to not squeeze something, but hold tremendous amount of weights in their fingertips. You're going to see different variations of the exercises that favor closed grip strength, as well as more of finger grip strength. Obviously, a closed grip is going to be most applicable to weightlifting, but I do think that there are benefits and just some fun challenges that you can have with doing more finger grip strength work. You can do farmer carries bilaterally with both hands working at the same time. We can do this with dumbbells, kettlebells, or a trap bar. You can also do them unilaterally with either a dumbbell or a kettlebell, focusing on that closed grip. You can do many other variations of carries, holding something down by your side, but a closed fist is going to focus on grip versus doing farmer carries with a back rack, a yoke, a front rack position, or hugging a ball in front of your body. All various options for core strength and loading the spine, but they're not great for grip, and that's the focus of today. For finger grip strength, you can carry plates, and this works for your pinching strength. These are wildly difficult and uncomfortable. They make my body feel weird personally, but also you will feel like less of a pansy when you are loading and unloading your plates at the gym if you implement this into your training. For any kind of carry, I would put them at the end of your workout because we don't want your grip to be fatigued at the beginning of your lift. You'll already have some accumulated fatigue from whatever work you do before implementing the farmer carries at the end of the lift, and that's totally okay. For farmer carry application, find a challenging load, pick a distance, and then either increase load if you're interested in strength, or you can increase the distance over time if you're more interested in improving your capacity. The same thing goes for your bar hangs and your deadlift holds. For bar hangs, you can do bilateral overhand or bilateral underhand, and you can also do unilateral single hand variations of those if you want more of a challenge. These can be a dead hang, so your body does not have to be fully engaged like in an active hang or more of a hollow position. You can do either, but if you are specifically doing them for grip strength, a dead hang is totally fine. The rest of your body does not need to be engaged. You would want to choose an amount of time that you would like to accumulate with breaks in between, or just do a max hold and attempt to push that duration over time for your bar hangs. For the deadlift hold, choose a weight that you can easily deadlift and that is also challenging for your grip to hold that top position of a deadlift. This should not be taxing on any other area of your body. The goal here is time, like the bar hangs. Be honest, let me know in the comments below if you are actively working on your grip strength or just struggling through your workouts. Now for the bonus. Can you use lifting straps while working on your grip strength as a limiting factor, or is it best to avoid using lifting straps? And if you do use straps, what are the best practices for using them if you do want to improve your grip? We are absolutely game for using lifting straps. There are several different kinds. I prefer figure 8 or a lasso. The other type is a closed loop. Here you can see a photo of me using lasso for heavy DB RDLs. You can typically find these for pretty cheap, and they're a great addition to your gym bag if you're weightlifting for hypertrophy or strength, because you now know that grip strength function can struggle from both a max strength and an endurance standpoint. Heavy Co., formerly Strong Supply Co., has some pretty low profile single loop straps if you want to check those out. Honestly, they all do the trick. It's a piece of fabric that wraps your hand to the bar. Essentially, you just choose which type of strap you prefer. As far as application, use lifting straps whenever grip becomes the actual limiting factor. So I do not want you to just use these willy-nilly, but if you could go up in dumbbell RDLs to 55 pounds or 70 pounds, but your hands feel like they're literally gonna rip off, then use straps. That allows you to push your hamstrings and your upper back for those RDLs, and you can work on your grip strength later with the grip specific work that we've gone over in today's video. Your grip is going to get worked in any pulling exercise if you are pushing the weight or the capacity. So just as with doing super heavy deadlifts, your grip is going to be challenged, same as doing 3 sets of 12 to 15 lat pull downs on a controlled tempo. Those are going to work your grip at different ends of the strength and endurance spectrum. It really is as simple as use the straps when you need them to complete whatever exercise you need to add a given weight to, and then do grip-specific work without the straps later. That would be my suggestion. It is certainly not the only way to work on your grip strength, but it's a place to start if grip is a limiting factor for you in this season. It will get better. You can train your hands and the muscles in your hands and your forearms just like any other area of the body. Stick with it and reap the rewards in a firm handshake and opening the pickle jar by yourself.